What's up, fight fans? Let's dive right into today's news. Khabib Nurmagomedov says Islam Makhachev's biggest challenges at welterweight are Shavkat Rakhmonov, Belal Muhammad, and champion Jack Della Maddalena, pointing out Della's size as a major factor. He dismissed Ian Mikado, Gary, and Sean Brady as favorable matchups for Islam.
Я вижу 77 Шавката как соперника, да, вот, вызывающего уважение, во-первых, и во-вторых, опасения. Шавкат, Белял, Ян Герри я бы не считал бы таким грозным соперником. Шавкат, Белял, даже еще один был. Шон Брейди я не вижу. Стилистически слишком удобный. Ислам его стойки перебьет, бороться он, у Ислама в ноге останется. Не вижу Шон Брейди такого грозного соперника. Он, конечно, крепкий, хороший боец, но не вижу. Шавкат и Белял, и Мадалена.
Can Islam dominate these guys at welterweight? Ankalaev ready for Pereira rematch. Magomed Ankalaev says his upcoming UFC 320 rematch with Alex Pereira will be much easier than the first. Ankalaev beat Pereira by decision earlier this year, but believes he'll dominate this time with a smarter strategy. With Pereira looking to bounce back, fans see this as one of the biggest rematches of 2025.
Я думаю, реванш пойдет намного легче, чем первый бой, так как статистика говорит всегда, реванши со мной выходить это очень опасно. Я думаю, мы подтвердим то же самое, что со мной не стоит выходить на реванш.
Может быть, в этот раз вообще не стоит пытаться перевести Алекса, потому что ты, в принципе, перебивал ее стойки.
Все может быть. Я буду делать все, чтобы доминировать. Если бороться, надо будет бороться, биться стойки. Я думаю, у нас не будет проблем нигде.
Do you think Ankalaev can dominate Alex Pereira in their rematch? Tony Ferguson drops the people's elbow. Tony Ferguson brought WWE vibes to Misfits 22 open workouts. El Kukui had the crowd laughing after he pulled off a full-on people's elbow in the ring.
Just never say die, never. I love it.
Tony Ferguson is set to make his boxing debut against Salt Papi at Misfits Boxing 22 on Saturday, August 30th, 2025, at the AO Arena in Manchester, England. Khabib called out for bold prediction. Khabib Nurmagomedov sparked debate by saying he'd give Arman Tsarukyan an 80% chance of dethroning Ilia Topuria, claiming Topuria hasn't faced anyone with elite wrestling. But former two-division UFC champ Daniel Cormier called that prediction crazy, speaking on his YouTube channel. He pointed out that for Khabib to back such a lopsided odds-on scenario is rare, and added Ilia Topuria is undefeated.
Arman Tsarukyan could potentially present for Ilia Topuria. So yes, I agree there. 80-20 is crazy though. Come on, man. 80-20 is hard when anyone's fighting. 80-20, the only time 80-20 could be thought of in fights has been in the case of Khabib and John Jones. They're the only people that have gone through this whole thing without losing. They are the only two. So you could have possibly said, well, yeah, it's probably like 80% that guy's way because they never lose. But guess who else hasn't lost? Ilia Topuria. So to put him on the opposite side of that 80-20 is crazy to me. I don't believe that for 1 second. I really do disagree with Khabib on that one.
Makhachev versus Chimaev. Not so fast. Islam Makhachev's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, has shut down talks of a super fight with Khamzat Chimaev. He listed 5 reasons why the fight won't happen in the UFC, including weight class issues and timing. For now, fans will have to wait before even dreaming of that matchup.
This fight, this will never happen. First of all, Khamzat is too big. I don't think he can ever make welterweight. And in a way, like these guys, like they know each other. I don't think they're from the same region. And I honestly, these fights make absolutely no sense. I think if Khamzat go up and want to fight at light heavyweight, maybe make more sense. But in a way, Khamzat has so many contenders to clean out the division before even he thinking about moving to different weight division. You know what I'm saying? You have to be fair to all the contenders. And I think he will defend his titles.
Do you want to see Islam versus Khamzat in the future? Sean Strickland eyes December return. Sean Strickland has his sights set on a comeback this December in Las Vegas. Posting on X, Strickland wrote, "Get me on that card, my suspension will be up in November." Strickland hasn't fought since his suspension, and now he's hungry to step right back into the spotlight. Who do you think Strickland should fight next? Arman Tsarukyan, who's been out of action since his last title eliminator win, is stepping back into the spotlight, but not yet in the UFC cage. Instead, he's lined up for a submission grappling bout at ACBJJ 18 in Moscow on September 19th, while speculation swirls about a potential grudge match with UFC lightweight champ Ilia Topuria. Here's what ACBJJ 18 posted on their Instagram. The top contender for the UFC lightweight title and one of the best fighters in the world, Arman Tsarukyan, will compete at #ACBJJ18, dedicated to the memory of Ilia Topuria. Arman Tsarukyan teases fight announcement. Arman Tsarukyan took to Instagram with a simple "soon," teasing a new fight announcement. Who do you think is Arman's next opponent? Good news from the pro wrestling world, Syko Stu is now awake and able to communicate following the brutal attack by Rampage Jackson. A friend of Stewart, aka Syko Stu, posted photos on Facebook, writing, "Visiting Stuart Smith in the hospital with some KnockX Pro Entertainment and Academy family. It was great to see everyone, wish it was under better circumstances. Stu was in pain but in good spirits. We had a great conversation and he mooned us." AJ Mana, a wrestler implicated in instigating the attack on Syko Stu by Rampage Jackson, has shared his perspective. Mana claims his comments were made in character and part of the wrestling show, stating he never intended to encourage real harm. He expressed regret over the incident and emphasized the importance of trust and respect in the wrestling community. Mana also revealed that he lost his job due to the controversy. Speaking to Fayal Podcast, Mana said, "Unbeknownst to you mother that are saying that I put a hit out on him. You didn't know that was a part of the storyline, did you? There's nothing that I did wrong, but I apologized. Just this is a work that went totally off the rails. I'm not the promoter. I was carrying out the order of the promoter that wanted to implement an individual into the show. I'm not Raja's coach. I got a coach. I ain't a coach. The only thing I coach is children, and I can't do that anymore. I got a call from my job. We saw the TMZ video. You're an accessory to an attempted murder. We gotta let you go. I can't wrestle anymore." Syko Stu GoFundMe hits 140K. Syko Stu's GoFundMe has now raised over $140,000 following the Rampage Jackson attack. The largest single contribution came from Mr. Beast, who donated $10,000. Fans and fellow fighters continue to rally behind Stu as he recovers. Darren Till versus Andrew Tate? Darren Till claims a deal to fight Andrew Tate is almost done. According to Till, the targeted date is already in place, and he's confident the fight will happen soon. If finalized, this would be one of the most controversial and talked about crossover fights yet. Talking to Second Out, the Scouser said,
"Me and Andrew Tate are fighting in December."
In the UK, you said?
Yeah.
Could be anywhere else?
Could be, yeah, if he can't get into the UK, but it's me and him, main event. It'll be a massive event. I think KSI is going to be on it. I think, yeah, going to be massive.
Boxing, MMA?
Boxing. Andrew's not an MMA fighter, he's a boxer.
Rampage Jackson calls out MMA Guru for racism. MMA Guru responds. Former UFC champ Quentin Rampage Jackson criticized MMA content creator MMA Guru during his first live commentary on the Rampage Jackson incident. Jackson accused the commentator of using racially charged language while discussing the controversy on his live stream, saying,
"It's a lot of ignorant people on the internet. I understand that. You know, it is what it is. The shit don't affect me, don't bother me, but people like MMA Guru, you know what I'm saying, that guy is supposed to be some kind of journalist, and his racism came out. His racism showing. You know what I'm saying? It's 2025, right? You know what I'm saying? People do shit. People do shit in this world. Some people fuck up. Some people do shit. It shouldn't get turned into race. Nobody wants.
Since the video surfaced, MMA Guru has responded with a tweet saying, "I call an attempted murderer a dumb animal. Rampage calls me racist for it. It's 2025. Yes, it's 2025. Focus on the attempted murderer of son. You've got you, failure of a dad, and not what names I call him. Your own victim mindset is probably what made your son bullyable by teenagers." What do you think of this exchange? That's all for today's news. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, don't forget to like and share. Subscribe to not miss daily MMA news from us.